Cats, my name is Tom. I'm the crypto investor, and I just wanted to take a moment to go through the charts a little bit with you because we've obviously had a very turbulent time in the markets. And I'm sure many of you are asking the question, what should I be doing? Should I now be looking to exit my positions? Are we going lower? Or is this a great time to be buying the dip? Well, okay, we're going to use Ethereum as our lead indicator today rather than Bitcoin. You can see obviously that we were going through this nice period of consolidation. We got the move up, and then we had that kind of liquidation event where we got that somewhat waterfall selling, and then it looked like consolidation move higher. But of course, we got the sell-off, and the sell-off was caused by a couple of things. It was, I guess, contagion due to the S&P 500 looking vulnerable, and concerns about what the Fed are going to do this week, and also the Evergrande information coming out of China. And that basically led to a risk-off situation where people favoured safer assets over the riskier assets. And there ain't many riskier assets than the crypto, is there? So that's really, this wasn't... This is a much more organic kind of sell-off, I guess, compared to this one that we saw. All right, but what's happening really now? So we basically have this. We already have just had the very first line of repair come in. So what we needed to see was a break of this trend line, and it's just happened in the last couple of hours basically, and we got the retest and the resumption up. So it may well be now that the recovery is on and that we will come back up. We're just sitting below the psychological resistance level of 3,000, so we need to clear that as well. But I'd say if we clear 3,000, then we're likely coming straight back up to where we were prior to this drop, about 3,400. And I think once we've made that recovery, then that is a very nice launch pad for the market to be moving up higher. So it's a little early to call it, but the structure is coming back quite nicely now. The downward channel has been broken. So yeah, I've added a little bit to my Ethereum position personally. Looking at Bitcoin, so we've got this downward channel that we've been holding, but it's less clear that we have broken above it. Doesn't really feel that we're doing so with the same conviction. So I would say, again, for Bitcoin, we need to get above the 43,500 level before it's clearer that we have repaired that and we're moving back up. When we look at the ETH Bitcoin ratio, you can see after that sell-off, it's actually come back up, and it's actually a very nice time to be selling a bit of Bitcoin to Ethereum. So obviously when the market goes down, then Bitcoin is favored over Ethereum, but as the market goes up, Ethereum is favored. And I've since changed my charting and seen that we have this kind of nice channel that we've been holding now really for 100 days, and this is beginning to represent a very nice entry for Ethereum versus Bitcoin, and perhaps we will mount our next attack at the 50% flippening, which would be a 15% move for Ethereum over Bitcoin. So I quite like an entry here. If you feel that you have too much Bitcoin compared to Ethereum, then now may be quite a prudent time to be making a switch. But hey, this is not financial advice. I'm just a guy on the internet. And also, by the way, please hit the like button, subscribe, and all of that other good stuff. It's really very much appreciated. Last observation today to share with you is Metaverse. If you look at the MVI index, so this is Metaverse tokens, so mostly gaming tokens like Axie Infinity and Illuvium and stuff like that. So they are pumping, they've recovered really nicely. This is versus Ethereum. So if you consider that Ethereum's up 7% today and this is up 8% on top of Ethereum, that's a pretty nice move. And when you look at, so I follow a number of cryptocurrencies, and the top performers today are Illuvium versus Ethereum. Illuvium is up 21% versus Ethereum today, absolutely flying. Need to go and check what's going on there. Axie Infinity hasn't been having a great time, but it's up 20% today versus dollar, up 15% versus Bitcoin. So we are seeing some really nice moves in the Metaverse space today, and I haven't actually substantiated why that is, but I will do some research after this video and find out why we're pumping in the Metaverse. I mean, I think everyone should have some MVI in their portfolio. It's an excellent addition. That's really it. Oh, just zooming out and giving a more bearish perspective, I shared these charts in my last video. There is for me a possibility that we do see something like this. Let's reset it. This is Ethereum, just on a cleaner chart. I think this trend line is quite stark and evident for me. If we don't repair and we don't get back above here and we don't start moving up, then there's a good chance we come back down and we retest this trend line, which would probably be around 2350, 2400 or so, and then we would bounce back up here. Now, at that point, as we test 4,000 again, that would be a really pivotal moment. I've illustrated here that we would come back down and retest this trend line and then break, but in technical analysis, if you get a double top like this, and then you get the third attempt failure, that can be a very significant indication of a rejection and can often lead to really quite aggressive selling. Technical analysis is not a perfect art, but there's certain patterns which have a higher success rate than others, and the double top is one of those ones. I think it's like a 70% success rate. So if this does play out, then it'd be breaking the trend, and I'd be nervous if we failed again at 4,000. Looking at Bitcoin, it's much more of a kind of wedge pattern that has been forming here, and so we're actually tightening, and Bitcoin will have to make its mind up one way or the other this year, and of course we're all banking on a really nice Q4 for Bitcoin, and perhaps as we get towards December or so, you never really see these patterns out right to the end, and so perhaps here, like early December, that's when we might get our move and a nice big jump for Bitcoin. So we will see. But anyway, that's what the tea leaves are telling me. I hope you found that useful. This is just quickly looking at the total market cap before we go. You can see that again, it's obviously an aggregation of everything together, but we're kind of also forming some kind of wedge here as we get these lower highs, and so we're hoping to put a higher low here, and then we're going to get something like this and then pop out. So anyway, that's how I see things on the charts today. I hope you found it useful, and I will speak to you soon. All the best. Take care.